Honorable Mr. Sitiveni Rabuka, Prime Minister of the Republic of Fiji, Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji, Honorable Ministers, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, I welcome you to this ceremony where we shall witness exchange of bilateral documents between India and Fiji, which mark a high point in our bilateral relationship. First, we shall have the exchange of one, MOU on design, construction, commissioning, operation and maintenance of a super speciality hospital in Fiji between Government of India and Government of Fiji, and the agreement between Messrs. Hill Lifecare Limited and the Ministry of Health and Medical Services Fiji on supply of medicines under Jan Aushadhi scheme. On the Fiji side, this will be exchanged by Honorable Antonio Lalabulavu, Minister for Health and Medical Services, and on the Indian side by Dr. Sukanta Majumdar, Minister of State for Education Development and Northeast. दो सात दिन Thank you, Ministers. We next have the exchange of one, a Memorandum of Understanding on Cooperation in Standardization between Bureau of Indian Standards and the Department of National Measurement and Standards of Fiji, and a declaration on the intent on migration and mobility. These two will be exchanged on the Fijian side by Dr. Lacey Korawavalu, Permanent Secretary, Office of Prime Minister, and on the Indian side by Shri Vikram Misri, Foreign Secretary. Thank you, Secretaries. We next have the exchange of MOU on cooperation in the field of human capacity skilling and upskilling between the National Institute of Electronics and Information Technology, NILET, India, and Pacific Polytech, Fiji. This will be exchanged on the Fijian side by His Excellency Jagannath Swamy, High Commissioner of Fiji in India, and on the Indian side by Dr. Neena Malhotra, Secretary South. We next have the exchange of Memorandum of Understanding on the Indian Grant Assistance for Implementation of Quick Impact Project. This will be exchanged on the Fijian side by Dr. Lacey Korawavalu, Permanent Secretary, Office of Minister of Prime Minister, and on the Indian side by Dr. Neena Malhotra, Secretary South. Thank you, Secretaries. Finally, we have the handing over of the lease deed for the Indian Chancery building in Suva by the Fijian side. This will be handed over by the High Commissioner of Fiji to India and would be received by the Indian High Commissioner to Fiji. Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes the exchange ceremony. I now exchange the spokesperson of the Ministry of External Affairs to conduct the remainder of the proceedings.
Namaskar, good afternoon, Your Excellency Mr. Sitiveni Rabuka, Prime Minister of the Republic of Fiji, Honorable Prime Minister of India, Shri Narendra Modi, Honorable Ministers and members of both delegations, distinguished guests and friends from the media. We will now have the press statements. May I request Honorable Prime Minister of India, Shri Narendra Modi, to give his remarks to the media.
Your Excellency,
Prime Minister Rambuka, delegates of both countries, friends from the media, Namaskar. Bula Vinaka. I extend A heartfelt welcome to Prime Minister Rambuka and to his delegation in India.
33 years के बाद
In 2014,
किसी
it was after 33 years that an Indian Prime Minister set foot on Fiji soil.
मुझे बहुत खुशी और
It is a matter of great pride and joy for me to have had this privilege.
उस समय हमने
At the time,
forum
we also launched the Forum for India Pacific Islands Cooperation, that is
की
FIPIC.
शुरुआत की थी। उस पहल ने न केवल
FIPIC
भारत
not
की
only strengthened relations between India and Fiji, but it has given a new strength to our connect with the entire Pacific region.
और आज
And today,
प्रधानमंत्री रमुका जी की इस यात्रा से
and with Prime Minister Rambuka's visit today, we are adding a new chapter to our mutual relations. Friends,
भारत और फिजी के बीच
India and Fiji
आत्मीयता
have always enjoyed a deep and enduring
19वीं
affinity.
सदी में भारत से
The
पहले
over 60,000 Girmitia brothers and sisters that went to Fiji from India in the 19th century have contributed to Fiji's prosperity thanks to their toil and hard work.
फिजी की
They have added new hues to the tapestry of Fiji's social and cultural diversity. They have continuously strengthened the unity and integrity of Fiji.
जड़ों से भी
And
जुड़े
through all this, they have also remained connected to their roots. They have preserved and cherished their culture. Fiji's Ramayan Mandali tradition bears vivid testimony to this.
प्रधानमंत्री रमुका द्वारा
I appreciate and welcome the announcement of Girmit Day by Prime Minister Rambuka. This honors our shared history.
हमारी पिछली पीढ़ियों की स्मृतियों
It is a tribute to the memories of our forefathers.
आज हमारे
Friends,
व्यापक वार्ता में
in our extensive discussions
हमने कई
today,
अहम फैसले लिए।
we took several important decisions. We believe
एक स्वस्थ राष्ट्र
that
की
it is only a healthy nation
समृद्ध राष्ट्र हो
that can be a wealthy one.
इसलिए हमने
Therefore, we have decided that a 100-bed super speciality hospital will be built in Suva.
डायलिसिस यूनिट्स
Dialysis
sea
units
ambulance.
and sea ambulances will be sent.
और जन औषधि
And
केंद्र
Jan
खोले जाएंगे,
Aushadhi centers will be opened that will make affordable and good quality medicines available to every home.
हम चाहते हैं
We would like to ensure that no one's steps falter in this pursuit of dreams. Therefore,
फिजी में
we will also organize a Jaipur foot camp in Fiji.
कृषि के क्षेत्र में भारत से गए
In the area of agriculture, cowpea seeds or lobia seeds sent from India are now sprouting very well in Fiji's soil.
भारत अब
India will now also give Fiji 12 agri drones and 2 mobile soil testing labs.
भारतीय घी को फिजी में
Indian
स्वीकृति देने के
ghee,
लिए
in order to have this accepted in Fiji, we thank the government of Fiji for having accepted the sale of Indian ghee in Fiji. Friends, we have taken a decision to strengthen our mutual cooperation in the area of defense and security.
An action plan has been formulated for this. To strengthen the maritime security of Fiji, India will be extending support in the form of training and equipment. We are ready to share our experiences in the areas of cybersecurity and data protection. We agree that terrorism is a big threat for entire humanity. We express our gratitude to Prime Minister Rambuka, and the government of Fiji for their support in our fight against terrorism. Friends, sports has the ability to connect hearts both on and off the field. Rugby in Fiji and cricket in India are examples of this. The star of Rugby Sevens, Vaisele Serebi, coached the Indian rugby team. And now, Indian coaches will take the Fijian cricket team to new heights. We have decided to send Indian teachers to teach Hindi and Sanskrit at Fiji University. And Fijian pundits or priests will come to India for training and also take part in the Gita Mahotsav, which means from language to culture, our relations will be even deeper. Friends, climate change is a critical threat for Fiji. In this regard, we will be working together in the area of renewable energy and in particular solar energy. We are together in the International Solar Alliance, the Coalition for Disaster Resilient Infrastructure, and the Global Biofuels Alliance. And now, we will also be extending support in enhancing Fiji's capacity in disaster response. Friends, we consider Fiji as a hub in our cooperation with the Pacific Island countries. We both support a free, open, inclusive, secure, and prosperous Indo-Pacific. Prime Minister Rambuka's Oceans of Peace is a very positive concept. We welcome Fiji's decision to join India's Indo-Pacific Ocean Initiative.
India and Fiji may be oceans apart.
India and Fiji may be oceans apart, but our aspirations sail on the same boat. We are also partners and co-travelers in the development of Global South. We are partners in the creation of a world order where the independence, ideas, and identity of the Global South is respected.
That no voice should be ignored, and
we believe that no voice should be ignored and that no nation is left behind.
From the Indian Ocean of the Pacific, our
From the
partnership
Indian Ocean
is
to
a
the
bridge
Pacific, our
across
partnership
seas.
is a bridge across the
It is
seas.
rooted in
It is rooted
Velomani,
in Velomani
built
and built
on trust
on
and respect.
trust and
Your
respect.
visit strengthens this enduring
Your
bond.
visit strengthens this enduring bond of friendship between our two nations. Thank you very much for your friendship. Inaka Wakale.
Thank you, sir. May I now request His Excellency Mr. Sitiveni Rabuka, Prime Minister of the Republic of Fiji, to give his remarks to the media.
Thank you very much, Your Excellency, the Prime Minister of the Republic of India. It has been a great honor to have been your guest over the last 2 days and the next 2 days. My delegation and I have been very impressed beyond expectations with what we have seen, what we have heard, and what has been brought to fruition in the signing of the various agreements today. We are very grateful that you have allowed us to further this relationship that was established in hardship in 1879. The period up to 1916, when, as you said earlier today, more than 60,000 men and women on an agreement came to work in the sugarcane fields of Fiji. As I mentioned to you, Your Excellency, this morning, they contributed their youth. They contributed the separation, their separation from their families. They have contributed to what Fiji is today. They have developed the economy that Fiji now enjoys. They have developed the community and the society that Fiji is proud of today. And in a very small way, we introduced the celebration of Girmitia Day in May every year as a token of our respect and recognition of this great contribution. And the descendants of those great men and women who came in those days are now continuing the legacy. They continue to contribute to Fiji's growth, to Fiji's economy, to Fiji's stability. Our first victim, the first Fiji victim in our peacekeeping operation in Lebanon was a soldier, Vidya Sagar, who did his basic recruit course with me. And he was also from my island and Vanuatu. And we have always respected those that are prepared to go and fight for Fiji or and fight for world peace. They weren't really going to fight, they went to keep the peace, but unfortunately the price of that in some cases have been the sacrifice of life. Moving forward, we will continue to treasure our relationship with this great nation, this great country, particularly at this time, the great leader that India has. We were very honored last year to have received the President of the Republic in Fiji. And when you came in 2014, I was there, way back in the crowd, just waving. I was not in the good books of the government at that time, but I persevered. And now we stand together on the same stage, not only here, but on the same stage in the world, promoting peace and stability, welfare and well-being, and also development. We have the same objective for people. Surprised that many people were surprised when I announced that I would like to do what Prime Minister Modi has done in India, and that is eradicate poverty, particularly in the rural and our maritime areas. And first of all, it has to be eradicated from the minds of the people who have believed for so long that they are poor. They do not have to believe, and they can get out of it. First of all, they have to believe they are not poor. And the recent development, very little things perhaps from your scale of cowpeas in today's Fiji. It might be a very small thing for a great nation like India, but for us, it is great. A lot of common rural areas and peri-urban people will be able to participate in the economy and just planting these. I believe it's growing very well in Fiji. We're the same latitude, same climate, so whatever grows well here will grow well in Fiji, and we look forward to continuing the great cooperation we have. We have been fortunate to be part of your global efforts in solarization and medicine research and the use of your recent discoveries and inventions. We can only benefit. We may not have the ability to be up there in the front, but whatever we get in our relationship, we will value and we will treasure, and we thank you and your people most sincerely. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. That concludes the press statements. Thank you for your presence, ladies and gentlemen.